From Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And the Knicks looking for a positive start here on their road trip. Game after game, the unbroken streak of wins to start their season continues.
And I think for the Knicks, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focused. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
Featuring two of the best bigs in the league, Brent, how impactful is the center position now compared to the way it used to be?
Well, one of the things that I think people are still dealing with is just how divergently different the center position has become in the game. And to think that these guys, in what they're asked to do, has just as much importance of the Patrick Ewings, the Hakeem Olajuwons, the low post, big-time scorers back to the basket. The modern-day center, Kevin, isn't doing that. It's a roll-to-the-basket, rim protection game, and there are some elite ones doing it now.
Wired a little bit differently than guys in the past.
They have to be. On top of that, some of the teams are even asking those players, obviously, to step out and shoot the three-point shot. So, modern-day game, modern-day play.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Knox out there with Porzingis. And there's the captain. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. Thomas kicks to Bamba. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
Yeah, still working on his jumper. But you can see Bamba has the touch to score from there.
Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Thomas. Bucket is good.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Orlando. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Just didn't like the energy level from that one, and that offensive execution also was lacking.
They made a few shots, Greg, but just wildly inconsistent.
Knicks have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Chapman the pass to Porzingis, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fellow? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Here's the pass to Knox. Here's Chapman. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Knox. And it's off the back rim. No good. And stolen by Butler. Got that one up quick.
And the timing Butler has really superb. Easily pulling up off the dribble, especially when the defense is a little lax.
Fournier finds Thomas. Bamba passes to Fournier. And the rejection by Cousins.
And right now they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far. Not an ideal start.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
Reactivity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Orlando's head coach. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Their game plan appears to be putting that defense front and center in this one.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to put their energy early on. They don't want this to become a run-and-gun type of game.
Well, they've got the kind of defense, I think, GA set up so that that doesn't happen. As aggressive as they are at that end, it's very hard to make it a high-scoring game against this team.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Thomas. Chapman's shot is off.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Nailed from three-point land.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there. And just knows when one of his guys has a clean look. And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Fournier, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. He always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
Here's Thomas, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Bamba kicks to Isaac. Pass to Thomas for three. No good. The Knicks go the other way with it.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Thomas. Chapman the pass to Cousins. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Here's the proverbial easier said than done, Kevin. You got to tie up Cousins if you're going to foul him.
Brent, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, we might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
The numbers here for Butler, averaging about 15 points, just over 2 steals and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome. Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Chapman the pass to Cousins, and he gets the bucket. Cousins has got 10 points.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
Outside Thomas. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Thomas got his second basket of the game.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
It's good.
Yeah, in this offense and in this structure, there's going to be opportunities to get a lot more assists for Cousins.
Orlando trailing here. Now Thomas really had troubles in that loss to Boston. And stolen by Butler. Here's Cousins. Rebounded by Isaac.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No doubt the size of Isaac is a problem for the defense.
Here's Wanamaker, guarded by Hardaway. Thomas. Pass to Bamba. Here's Logan. Last game he had 13. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Logan. New York leading by 12, and New York looking at who they got. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's the captain, and it's Hardaway in at the 2. Good on the shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Logan. He's covered by Ingram. Logan, the pass to Bamba. And the rejection by Cousins.
I like it. Cousins making impact on the defensive end. Nice to have a rim presence and blocks that shot away.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Thomas following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And Thomas, here we go, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Magic have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Knox, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And both free throws good for Thomas. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. And following this one, took on the Hornets in New Orleans. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Knicks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Talk about what it means to be a good teammate, Brent. You've played with good ones. You've played with bad ones. I've always thought you were team first when you played.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. There's just an idea about what it is that you can contribute to the team. I think you always have to accentuate those ideals. Your approach on a daily basis has to be consistent. And if you're a starting player, it's one mentality. And if you're somebody that plays off the bench, you have to come to practice every day to push the guy that's in front of you and wait for your opportunity. But most of the time, it's that kind of consistency with which you come to work and the attitude of making sure that I want to make any kind of contribution I can for our team's success. That usually is a pretty good formula for a good teammate.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Now, here's Bamba. 6 points for him. Fournier, that's for 2. And it's Orlando with another. The Knicks leading by 12. Here's Chapman. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Toronto.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Passes it to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Knicks with the ball. The Knicks have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Yep, that one goes. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the night.
Tim Hardaway Jr. with the ball on the floor there. Very decisive to get in there on that move.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Raptors did a lot of good work. He finished with 27 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Southpaws to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Magic.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Here's Wanamaker. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Thomas gets the bucket.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And the pass to Chapman. Over in the corner, Cousins. And it's off from three-point range. The Magic trail by 14. Fournier pass to Wanamaker. Makes it off the glass. Wanamaker's got 4 points this quarter.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Well, he's going to punish you down there if you're not more physical than he is, and look for them to go right back to that play.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
That's good from Chapman. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have at least two, if not 3 upper echelon
Superstar
players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen. Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Back to Fournier. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
And can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
On defense, New York. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. 6 to shoot. And Fournier kicks to Thomas. And the 3 off target. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. Butler's checked in. On defense, the Magic. Here's Chapman. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got 12 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Fournier with the ball. 20 points for him last game against Boston. There's Gordon with the 3. Knicks with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season.
Porzingis can't hit.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Now here's Butler. Cousins, the pass to Chapman. Back to Cousins. No good with the triple.
And that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
Here's Wanamaker. And Thomas has it in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. Thomas got 12 now in this quarter.
No, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 21 points for the captain.
He's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from the captain.
And he can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
Get your numbers up. I had to get my numbers up. Now I got it like they gave it to me. But I took it, they ain't give it to me. She really do, she really do. It really fits. It's a shooting puppet. I started hooping for the Nike check. I play tennis for the Rolex. I be in Miami, never seen a bitch. Getting up out of blue when you saw me. She was, got the, I just came to get this fit, so I'm everywhere. I just didn't get no pics, so you was there, you saw me get my, oh, you heard about it. Bloody gossip. I had to get it right. I ain't had no running game, I ain't had no options. Now I really got it.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Thomas. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Turner's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Now, here's Brogdon. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here is Isaac. He kicks it to Bamba. Brogdon inside the line. The Magic with a fresh 24. Pass to Chapman. And that one is off. The Magic go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Brogdon. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. And pushing it up, here's New York. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
And the Knicks with possession here. Following the bucket by Orlando. They retain possession. Chapman's shot is off.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable he
Are you
can be.
fucking serious?
Shot by Brogdon, wide open. Offline with his three. Pass to Chapman. Kicks it to Butler.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Yeah, man.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half.
Niggas don't want to fucking score? Don't want to fucking score?
Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Brogdon. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Here's Chapman. 23 points in the game. Passes it to Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. Here's Chapman. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Chapman's got 25 points in the game. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Raptors.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Yeah, they were up against a team that struggled all night to get things under control. Mistakes and turnovers and just sloppy play all game long.
And so it's New York with it after Aaron Gordon was able to get the triple. Chapman, the pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Brogdon. Porzingis can't hit.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
Fournier goes in. Count that one. Brogdon's got his second basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Well, Porzingis in the early part of his career has had some phenomenal first halves of seasons, and the second half has faded. You really just want to see it.
And so it's New York ahead by 9. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the... And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Isaiah Thomas out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. This is out there for Orlando. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Chapman. That shot is off. Good D by Thomas. The Magic trail by 7. The pass to Isaac. A step back shot here. It's rebounded by New York. Knox has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Kristaps Porzingis. First in shooting percentage, second in three-point field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That's foul number 2 for him. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Thomas, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Cousins. Takes a 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Cousins went into third gear that time, a little quicker on the release, but excellent at letting that one rip.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 10. Poked away. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Chapman, the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Always nice to see Porzingis take some strides and get to that kind of glide.
Orlando's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Thomas, it's a wide open look. No good on the 3. The Knicks leading by 12. Here's Cousins. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there. Reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Fournier's shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Thomas. The Magic again can't hit.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense, because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look, but they survived it.
The Magic trail by 14, and there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Thomas. Fournier against Butler. Can they get it?
Yeah, and I love what Butler gives this team on the defensive end. Can guard a number of positions and does a good job with his help D.
Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Thomas. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And we talk so much about the offense Porzingis gives you, Brent. How about the defensive side of his game?
Well, I think he's learning a little bit more about position and space. He moves his feet decently well for his size, but he's getting a better understanding of the guys in this league that he's seeing on a nightly basis. And, of course, we'll always talk about trying to gain more and more strength.
On the free throw, no good. The Magic trail by 16. To the middle, right block shot. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And a fast break now for New York. Butler finds Cousins. Here's Chapman. Back to Cousins. Another shot, and the layup is good. Cousins has got 7 now in this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Trying to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
For Bamba. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. Number 5, the Knicks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
The Magic have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Here's Cousins. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Magic trail by 17. Thomas kicks to Williams. Double team on Williams. Back to Thomas. Takes it off the glass. Thomas got 9 points now in the quarter.
Tough to fault him for the struggles of the team so far. He has been solid. It's the rest of the guys that need to come along for the ride.
Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building. There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Thomas. Tries from 10. And that's good off the glass that time. That's 29 points for the captain.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Thomas passes to Isaac. Cousins against Williams. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Knox. Rebound by Williams.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Pass to Thomas.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Enes Kanter comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway is subbed in for Knox. Here's Chapman. Williams with the block. Now Isaac. Here's Gordon. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
When we talk so much about accurate shooting, sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Chapman the pass to Cousins. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line and shoot 2. Ingram, he's checked in for New York. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Brogdon being the rookie of the year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who can play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
Williams with the block.
Where's my fucking fan?
Here's Wanamaker. In the corner, it's Brogdon. From outside, off the mark. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Magic trail by 8. Passes it to Lowe. Steps back and fires. Here's Crow. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Working the angles there, geometry class in session. Nice dish for the open look.
And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Rocking with it. 9 points in the game so far. Williams kicks to Kerr. Frazier the pass to Logan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from 3-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Chapman. 30 points in the game. Now to Hardaway. The pass to Chapman. Back to Hardaway, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. There's the call. It's a foul on Orlando.
He's a decent scorer, and Hardaway can get it going, so he draws defenders' attention. And
second minute off the clock now in the 4th. New York moving it around. Knox tries again, and it's laid in by Cousins. Cousins has got 23.
Well, the edge to Cousins rebounding, you're okay with it if it shows up in the way he goes about his business on the glass.
And New York looking at who they got. Porzingis is out there with Knox. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Chapman in at the point. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Porzingis, 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Stolen. Stolen by Thomas. Now, here's Isaac. He kicks it to Fournier. They need this, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And so Fournier nails both of them. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Thomas. Cousins with the bucket. He's got 25.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Magic trail by 12. Thomas kicks to Gordon. And Bamba now top of the key. Thomas dishes to Gordon. Back to Thomas. Pass to Isaac. Porzingis with the steal to the inside. Fournier. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Fournier's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunity.
Here's Chapman. Pass to Porzingis. Thomas with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. A 15-footer. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Chapman. Misses the 3. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bamba. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The Knicks leading by 10. 3-pointer, Butler. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bamba's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Pass to Thomas. Porzingis against Gordon. Here's Chapman. Here's Porzingis. 2 points. That one goes. Porzingis has got 23 points.
The horn on the unicorn is sharp tonight.
Now, here's Thomas, covered by Chapman. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Very hard to decide which is kind of the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Chapman's shot is off.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Fournier finds Thomas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as white and dark jersey. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
Not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's...
to figure out where they are. Exactly.
Where's this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
6 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass. Porzingis has got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, Porzingis, the things we talk about is assertiveness, but that also comes with great stamina. Right now, he's determined.
Thomas with the ball. Butler covering. Thomas passes to Fournier, and Butler sends it back, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Fournier on the wing. Shot clock at 5. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far. The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Chapman. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. It's Fournier on the wing. Kicks to Bamba. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Magic moving the ball around. There's Thomas with the three.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Chapman. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists tonight.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Thomas kicks to Fournier. The pass to Isaac. Clock at 6. From deep, Thomas. Rebounded by Knox. Knox has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Here's Thomas.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that's number 4, definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
And that one falls for Bamba.
You know, the comparisons to Rudy Gobert are understandable. Bamba's insane reach really helps on both ends of the court.
And so Cousins will bring it up for New York. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
The Magic trail by 12. And here is Thomas. Outside Fournier. Pass to Isaac. Bamba with it. Goodbye, Porzingis. Here's Fournier. The Magic again can't hit.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it, let it come back to you. He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Thomas down low. He's covered by Chapman. Yes, that goes in. 16 points for Mohamed Bamba.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Pass to Cousins. Off target with his 3. Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Butler against Fournier. Passes it to Gordon. Takes the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Cousins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Chapman the pass to Butler. Stolen by Bamba. Fournier against Butler. To the middle. Porzingis with the steal. Inside. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, the captain.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Nice. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First team foul. Shooting for New York, Kevin Knox. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Orlando making a change here. Brogdon's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Magic trail by 17. Drops in the layup for 2.
Really good angle of attack there for Brogdon. Just saw a little angle and took it.
Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Brogdon. Chapman, that's good. Chapman's got 37.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
There's the pass to Bamba. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. For 3, Brogdon connects from 3-point range.
This is a good sign here. Brogdon, under duress, still comes through.
Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Brogdon. We love the sneakers these players wear. Now so many different styles. A lot of different signature shoes out there.
I'm not really a sneakerhead myself, Kevin. I didn't really fall down that rabbit hole, but I know some guys in the league, and we've seen photos of their closets at home filled with
hundreds.
Not hundreds. I've seen guys pushing thousands of pairs of shoes. Now that is dedication.
Worth a lot of money.
No doubt about it. And some of the guys, Kevin, don those specialty sneakers in big-time games. And the one guy that comes to mind for me is P.J. Tucker. Lots of play from P.J. Tucker about some of the things that he strapped on last year during the final.
Here's Cousins.
And the massive size of Bamba, it can be intimidating. When he enters your peripheral, he alters shots by his mere presence.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Chapman. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. On offense, here are the Magic. 9-point game. Fires the 3. And Malcolm Brogdon good for 3.
Wow, Brogdon with a huge shot for his team.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 8. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. Fight all the way through, even to the bitter end.
Another steal. Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Chapman. And so it's the Knicks with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Thank you.
Does anyone else think that there was some goaltending happening in the second half that they didn't call? Because, I don't know, I'm just saying, like, it's debatable.
AI, you're an item man, my
What's
friend.
up, Charlie? Thank you.
This is Shaq. Another double-double for you tonight. Made it look easy, buddy. How are you able to control things on the offensive end with this level of consistency?
Well, a lot of what makes me look good is the system that we play in. You know, I don't really have to overthink possessions. I know my guys are going to be screening and cutting. And now, as long as we make the same reads, all I got to do is deliver the pass on time, and they take care of the rest. It's a really easy team to play on.
You keep playing like that, buddy, you're going to win many championships. Good luck to you, son.
That's the plan. Here you go.